remember 50 years ago when we were like, oh my god, I'm getting so old, and actually we're only 27. What I was doing around and almost starting again, I guess. Life is less stressful now. Life is less about like gaining more. Hello everyone, Assalamu alaikum, welcome back to my channel. I am filming a birthday get ready with me today, and as you can tell I'm 27. This year my birthday balloons are blue, and that's for a very exciting reason. I don't have too long at all because we have quite a cute day planned. But I've just prepped my skin with obviously embryo release. And then I colour corrected, and I use this stuff here from Charlotte Tilbury as my base. I find that this obviously provides a really good glow, but it also makes my foundation stay longer on top. Okay, I'm going to use the APH foundation, which I've not used in a while, and it's actually a decent match for me right now, but I'm going to put a little bit of the Fenty Beauty foundation in and just mix that up. As you can see, I still have a lovely tan from Malta, and yeah, anyway guys, 27. The last time I did a birthday get rid of me, I was turning 24. 27, 3 years later. Like, it's kind of crazy when you document these small milestones like on YouTube, because you can literally look back and see yourself. You know, back then I was like in my early to mid 20s. Now I am definitely in my late 20s. But yeah, I was saying to Iqra this morning that we have to stop every birthday being like, oh my god, we're getting so old, because inshallah, if we live to like 77, we're going to look back and be like, I remember 50 years ago when we were like, oh my god, I'm getting so old, and actually we're only 27. So even though obviously it feels a lot older than I guess 10 years ago when we were allowed to legally learn to drive and all those good things back at 17, it's not old, you know. You're like in your late 20s, it's really when you start to come into who you are. It's when your brain is completely fully developed. Apparently the age is 26, I could be wrong there, but fully developed brain. Don't know how I feel about that part. But definitely nothing to sort of freak out over for sure. So today our plan is to inshallah go to a safari park. Not gonna lie, the weather has been absolutely atrocious. Whole week it's been really rainy and windy and just not fun at all to get out and about in. Hopefully the animals will not be hiding too much. Guys, I am rushing through my base. I feel like a lot of people my age, and even in my circle, they are progressing really well in their career. They've got a good understanding of like what they want to do, and not only that, they are like in a much better position than obviously we were in back when we were 22, 23, and yeah, they're sort of out of this graduate phase. And for me, I just think that in the last sort of 6 months, I kind of, not even 6 months, the last 3 or 4 months, I've done like a 180, and I've just decided that I want to change what I had thought I was going to be doing. I'm going with Hourglass. I love this palette, and I'm just going to mix these two colours. So I feel a little bit weird to sort of be in this space where like I'm not a graduate anymore, but at my age I am turning what I was doing around and almost starting again, I guess. Alhamdulillah, my business is picking up slowly, like as the obviously lockdowns and stuff have eased and everything's become a lot easier to go back to normal, so to speak. We are having more and more events again, more weddings, more mendis, and my hardest thing definitely is just being so new and small, and I guess not being in an area with like a lot of people in my typical target market. So yeah, I feel like it's not been the easiest time to start a photography business. Like I literally probably started it towards the end of 2020, but you know, that at that time it was just completely a side hustle. And this last year, as you guys know, I've not been teaching, and I'd hoped to have been focusing more on the photography side of things, but it just didn't get busy until this season. Now, alhamdulillah, like almost every single week in July I'll be shooting, and I'm finally like now for the first time sort of matching the money I was making teaching. But I know that's only this wedding season, so as exciting as it is for that to be progressing, I've also been looking at other options as well. Oh, that's my alarm saying hurry up. But yeah, I just feel like 27, I pray that it has like a lot of good, exciting new things in store for me. Not that you can't start again at any age, because I literally have people in my family who doesn't have a graph today, who at the age of 40, after having 4 kids, went to uni for the first time and literally started like that, which is so inspiring. But I just think as well, for me at this stage in my life, you know, been married a couple of years, don't have kids at the moment, like, and decided that actually maybe there is another career choice out there for me that I would enjoy more, this is the perfect time to go for it. So yeah, I will be sharing my journey, just because I've shared like my whole teaching journey and you guys have been there for me throughout all of it, and I will be documenting it, but obviously I won't be documenting it in real time. So what I'm going through right now I probably won't speak about until maybe a couple of months from now, because the reality is like changing careers is not as simple as like people make it out to be. Like they do, I know, you know, you hear a lot of like, well, you know, as a teacher you have a lot of transferable skills, but in this job market you need more than skills to get a job, you know, or get an opportunity. You need to have qualifications, you need to have relevant experience, and it's not easy. It's not easy out there, but Alhamdulillah for even having the privilege to be able to switch and think about doing something different completely, because I know that that's something that not a lot of people can do, and especially like people who don't live in a first world country, it's not as easy to just decide that, you know, I'm going to switch it up and do something different. And like I said, teaching's always going to be there, but I'm really happy at my age now, like we're 27, to say that this is an exciting thing for me. Like I'm going to be looking into doing something different, and I'm excited to see and like different parts of me develop and grow within a different field, because I have been in education for like almost 10 years. You know, I got my first job at 17 and I was a tutor. Now I'm 27, and I think, you know, it's okay. It's okay to take a step back from what you thought you were going to do forever. It's a bit scary though. I'll be lying if I said like, yeah, no, like I'm so confident and, you know, this is the direction I'm going in and I know it's all going to be fine. And you might be thinking, well, at least you've got your photography, but that's, like I said, it's picking up now in the summer as wedding season is upon us. However, it's so far it's not proving to be like enough work for me to sustain it and justify it as even, I mean, it's a part-time job essentially, right? It's okay to say like I am not where I want to be, and it's okay to acknowledge that, and as long as I'm actually doing something about it, you know? And I think a lot of the times we're just expected, like by certain milestones, certain points in our lives, to have things together, and that's just not, it's just not always the case. And that, I'm gonna actually go back and say that's not usually the case, you know, but people don't always or don't usually share that, and so that is what leads us to feeling so pressured by society to have X, Y and Z, you know, a fantastic marriage, a beautiful home, children by this age, a thriving career. Those are all great things to have, but they're not also the be-all and end-all unless we choose to make them the be-all and end-all, which I am not going to do. I mean, obviously, like, I do want those things. Marriage, lovely home, those things, alhamdulillah, like, I do have. And that is, you know what I mean? That's a great thing in itself, because I feel like a lot of people are really struggling. I know so many wonderful women, and to be fair, like quite a few awesome men as well, who just can't find the right person for them. And I do, honestly, I feel so bad for people, because it's not easy to find the right person. And then once you have the right person as well, that's the thing, like there's not like one complete package where, right, I'm married now, so everything's just going to fall into place and everything else is going to be so easy. Marriage is half your deen for a reason. So even that is like every single year you're growing, you are becoming, hopefully inshallah, better Muslims, like more developed as people, as individuals. And yeah, I think at 24, when I filmed that last Get Ready With Me, at that time that I was filming that video, I was sure we were going to Dubai the following, that September. So I was rewatching that video and I said, you know, there's going to be so many big changes over the next couple of weeks and months, but you know, inshallah, like only good ones. And actually at 27 I can look back and say there was a lot of changes. Some of them were a lot harder to adjust and accept than others, but everything does happen for the best. Like you have to believe that Allah's plan is miles and miles better than ours, because we don't have that foresight. We can't see what is the best thing for us. Like as much as we in the moment think that this is going to be like the best thing and I'm going to do so well here, it just might not be, and that's okay. And I think one thing I've definitely learned through experience, and I think you have to have experience in this, is that lesson. And it does humble you a lot, honestly. It does humble you a lot when you think that your life is going in one direction and it doesn't. But as much as it can be disappointing and upsetting, that should only last for like a very small amount of time, because the fact that we are in a first world country, the fact that we've got options, the fact that we have got the internet, the fact that we've got access to information at our fingertips, you know, we have so many opportunities, and it's very easy to dwell on what could have been, what might have been, what maybe even in your opinion should have been. Definitely been there where I felt like, wow, if this had worked out, then my life would be like this. But ultimately, you're just hindering yourself from achieving even better. And yeah, I think that's definitely something that I have done some deep work on during the pandemic to really look into. I am quietly hopeful and confident and just praying to Allah that 27 is a really fruitful year, let's say that. A really wholesome year, like Alhamdulillah, especially the latter half of 26 for me was just incredible. I was able to travel again, and that has meant the absolute world. Seeing Pakistan in a whole different light, going to Portugal, going to Malta, like my first girls trip, it's just been amazing. And yeah, I've loved traveling, like you guys know. You guys probably know. I mean, I know I'm being a bit slow with uploading and editing the vlogs, but I love traveling. Then us having this gorgeous house, don't for a second think that I take that for granted, because I do not. It's a stunning house, mashallah, and I just want it to be the most beautiful little home for us. The thing is, because this is not our forever home, there is only like so much amount of resources we can put into making this what it is. But inshallah this year I just want to make this home like a really beautiful safe haven for us, and I want to be consistent and regular in the things that I have deemed as priorities in my life. And YouTube, like, I wouldn't say it's a priority, because I can't justify the amount of time spent on recording and uploading like 3 to 4 videos a week, which is what I had initially like planned to do. In the last couple of years, I've been like, that's been all my plan, trying to upload 3 times a week, trying to grow this channel. And I think, again, coming back to that thing of accepting that what will be, and if something's not meant to be, that's okay as well, because there's like the Qadar of Allah is, don't know, I just think that understanding is so key. And I think that I've been blessed with that understanding has meant that life is less stressful now. Life is less about like gaining more, and it's more about really thinking deeply about what I want from life, what I want to do with my time, and ultimately like focusing on the afterlife and the fact that like this life is so short, and the things that we fill our heads up with, and I say we because I'm definitely guilty for it, the things that we fill our head up with actually don't matter as much as we might think they do. And the quicker or the sooner that we realise that, like, the better, because I just think a lot of us, myself included, we can just get into this like chasing mode, like chasing the next thing. And this is not me saying like don't have goals, this is not me saying I don't have goals anymore, but this is me saying that I've like realigned my goals to create, inshallah, a life for myself and my family that has some sort of equilibrium and balance. And I think that's one of the hardest things, you know, as an adult, is to have that balance. And I just think the lack of barakah in time is just insane to me now. The fact that like I need to leave in like 5 minutes as well, on that note, so I'm going to stop mastering on. But yeah, basically I'm 27 today, and I am feeling incredibly blessed and grateful to have reached this age, to have a wonderful husband who is just the sweetest, guys. Like, the balloons behind me are blue because he has brought me my very own blue convertible, and who would have thought? I would never have imagined myself having a convertible. And yeah, he just surprised me with it the other week, and got my plates on it today, and it's so cool. It's so cool. Like, I just didn't expect to have like a cool little car like that. And yeah, I don't know, like I'm so happy that I can't even express it into words. Alhamdulillah, Allah Mubarak. And yeah, like having wonderful families on both sides, like both our families are so wonderful, and they're so supportive, and they also just like let us get on with life, and you know, they support us traveling, and they support us like having our own independent lives, and then also obviously being in their lives as well, which is awesome. And yeah, I'm feeling super grateful, guys. Like, alhamdulillah, nothing in life is perfect, and nobody's life is perfect. Like, there's every single one of us is going through trials, but I think when you focus on the small wins and the things that are going well, the trials feel a little bit less challenging sometimes. Obviously some people have like way bigger trials, but anyway, thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you are doing well. I just realised I've not even put any lipstick on. Okay, let me just quickly choose a lipstick. Now I'm going to choose a lip gloss actually. Essence Shine Shine Shine. Okay, I think that is it. Do I put lashes on? I might put lashes on for dinner, but I'm not going to put it on now. Anyway guys, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys very soon in my next video or vlog. Take care of yourselves. Bye!